What exactly is the mindset of a seven-figure coach or consultant? Maybe you're an established coach or consultant, but you're stuck in the six figures and you haven't figured out a way to break into that next level of income. You may even recognize that you have some limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Or maybe you're working in a corporate role and you're thinking about making that transition into your entrepreneurial journey. You may already be earning six figures as a salary, but know that there is potential to earn a whole lot more as a coach or consultant, while also having greater time freedom. And you're curious, what is the mindset shift that you have to make? Look, I've helped a lot of coaches and consultants to 2x to 4x their revenue in a relatively short amount of time. And so I've witnessed firsthand that inner journey that someone has to go on in order to even be able to step into that level of income so quickly. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. And if you like content like this, be sure to hit like and subscribe so you know when each of my new videos drops. Hi, I'm Jessica Yarbrough, a top business strategist for coaches and consultants who specifically want to sell ultra high ticket services. And that means attaching anywhere from a $25,000 to a $200,000 price tag on your services. And as you can imagine, if you're someone that's been billing by the hour or maybe selling small packages of say $3,000 or $5,000, and now when you talk about selling say a $50,000 package, that may seem overwhelming or scary in your mind. And you may even say, hey, that's not possible. And you may even be tempted to believe those thoughts, despite the fact that there are coaches and consultants around you who are commanding these types of fees. And look, if you haven't done it before, naturally it can be overwhelming to think about, maybe you've had prospects turn you down for a $5,000 service. So how on earth are you going to get them to pay, 10x times that? These are definitely conversations that I've had with my clients over and over again, and why a lot of people hire me. The first and most important lesson I can offer you in this video in stepping into that mindset of a seven-figure earner is this: if you don't see and own your value, no one else will. You see, we teach people our value. So if you're sitting there saying, I'm only worth X amount of dollars, then no one's going to say, hey, can I pay you double that or even 10 times that? And when I first started consulting, again, I took whatever work I could get. I remember I took on a client who gave me a sob story and they said, hey, we're a startup, we don't have a lot of funds, and we're not going to be able to pay you a lot, but then as soon as we start generating money, we will. And because I didn't truly see and own my own value at the time, I accepted this as my reality. And then one day this client turned around and hired a coach and paid them a chunk of money, and I was furious. Here they had given me this sob story that they didn't have the funds to pay me a lot, but then they turned around and paid an outside coach a lot of money. And I'm actually really grateful for this client because they gave me the best gift ever. And that was realizing that I wasn't standing in my power. I didn't see my value, and therefore I was willing to accept whatever they gave me. And I'm sharing this vulnerable story with you because despite the fact that today I'm a confident and successful woman, I still struggled to own my value for many years. And I see this happen with a lot of my clients. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs who used to be senior level execs in companies, whether that's a VP or even in the C-suite, and even they struggle to own their value when it comes to their coaching or consulting business. So if this is you, know that you're not alone. It affects everyone, even the people who you would never think this would affect. And what's important to realize is that those beliefs that you're listening to, they're not true. They're just thoughts that you've accepted as truth. And I've seen this time and time again, both in my own life and with my clients. You have the ability to shift your thoughts, which will then shape your reality. So the first lesson to becoming a seven-figure earner is absolutely around your self-worth. See and own your value and teach others what you're worth. The second important lesson to stepping into the mindset of a seven-figure coach or consultant is realizing that you cannot do it alone. I don't know anyone who has reached a high level of success and did it completely on their own. You simply don't know what you don't know. And while it's amazing that you're watching these videos, and I hope you continue to dive into all of my free materials and content, the power is when you get to step behind the curtain and work with someone deeply in your business. Because the transformation is not in the information, it's in what you do with that information. It's how you apply it to your genius and your business and your specific challenges and goals. It's always really fascinating for me to read the applications that come in to work with me. I've literally had people earning, $150,000 who were ready to invest a significant portion of their revenue in order to get to the next level. They recognized that they needed someone who could help them scale, and that's what they were ready to do. I've had people earning $500,000 or more who were not willing to invest in the help they needed because they still believed they could do it alone. And this is despite the fact that they were stuck at the same level for years. Look, if you want to grow, you absolutely have to invest, and you cannot do it alone. You need to invest in an outside expert like a strategist, and then you will need to invest in building your team. Now, you may not be in a financial position where you can do all of this at once, and that's why it's really important to have this strategy to generate the cash flow to then build a team. And look, I know because I've done it, that when you're just building your business and you're earning less than $350,000 a year, it's a lot on you as the business owner. You may not have the systems and the team and the infrastructure in place to allow you to experience a lot of freedom in your business. But investing in the right strategist can really help turn things around for you. And a great strategist is not going to be cheap. My client Michelle is a great example of this. She was stuck bouncing between $250,000 to $300,000 for 3 years before she hired me. And within 8 weeks of joining, she actually generated $300,000, which was what she had generated in the entire previous year combined. Well, we ended up taking her to 7 figures in 1 year. And if you haven't read her case study, I highly recommend downloading it. The link is pinned in the comments below. The bottom line is, if you want to earn more, you need to recognize that you can't do it alone. Trying to do it alone is going to put you on the path to burnout, and it's not going to change your bottom line. The most successful people I know are the ones who invest in getting to the next level. So get the help you need. You're probably closer than you think. And if someone can go in there and identify the gaps in your business and help you close them quickly, you can literally catapult yourself into being a 7-figure earner, even in a relatively short amount of time. The last important lesson in stepping into the mindset of a 7-figure coach is realizing that yes, this is happening and your lifestyle can change. It's so amazing for me to be able to help people step into greater levels of income than they ever imagined possible. But there's that phrase, never imagine possible. And so often I've helped coaches and consultants earn a bunch of money, and then they're in total disbelief when it's actually happening. Ironically, when you start making a lot of money, it's not like all of your mindset issues instantly go away. You can go through a period of, yes, excitement, but then disbelief. And you may even feel insecure, like, I can't believe I'm making this much money. I don't know if I'm worthy of this much money. You can even experience fears around, hey, is this just a one-time thing and I'll never be able to do it again? I've literally seen these mindsets and fears play out in my clients. It's like externally you've realized this big result, but internally you haven't caught up with the reality. And that's why it's really important, again, to work with an expert that can support you in understanding and accepting that this is your new reality, that you are worthy, that these people do see your value and they are investing in you because they believe in the power of your services. There's a mindset shift that also needs to happen where you accept this is your new reality and that you can literally start spending money in a different way. You can invest in people that are going to help you grow your business while giving you your time back. You can take money and fund your retirement or other investments. You can buy the car that you've always wanted or the vacation home. You can finally do the major remodel on your home that you've been wanting to do for years. I've had clients who did all of those things and more, like hiring more help around the house in the form of a private chef, or really upgrading their self-care and investing heavily into personal training and massage therapy and more. It's really important as you start to earn more money that you start to also think about, how can I use the power of this money to create an even more fulfilling life for myself? How can I bring in people to do the work that I don't want to do but has to get done so I can have more free time to enjoy my life? How can I fulfill this dream for myself, for my family that I've always wanted to do? How can I optimize my health? And this is a really powerful mindset shift that's not really talked about in the industry. But there's first an acceptance that needs to happen, and next a shift in the way you think about investing money to make your life and your business so much better. This wraps up my video on powerful mindset shifts to step into a 7-figure coach or consultant. I would love to hear from you. What was your greatest takeaway? Be sure to drop a comment below and let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit share so more entrepreneurs can hear this message. Until next time.